Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. Today we're back down in Brighton where we're going to be finishing off this little piece of track that we put in last time. Now we obviously need to do something with the Peterborough to Brighton services. 600 waiting, we do have 319 stacked up waiting for waiting to go. Now if we look on the timetable there for the Peterborough to Brighton service, that seems to keep changing, doesn't it? 3:27, so they are on 3:30, so they should space themselves out nicely. But yeah, what I do want to do today is connect Hastings and Brighton, because they're not connected by road. Which, I mean, let's face it, we could connect them by road, but what I am going to do is I'm going to connect them by rail first of all. I mean, these services, nice, and I mean, they're not actually that busy, are they, to be fair? Ah, right, okay. Not a problem. So, yeah, let's just do that. I mean, we are we're gonna have to branch off sort of fairly quickly, aren't we? Yeah, that's not a problem. So we'll go for that. A little bit of blue construction. We'll go with 30 mile an hour. There we go. Right, we'll bring you to there. Oh, hang on, we're working in kilometres an hour. I do this every time now, because obviously we've got the Japanese series where they work in kilometres an hour. Right, there we go. We'll bring you to there. And then we'll pop that out there. Lovely. And then I'm feeling a nice, sharp... There's going to be a lot of slow things coming in and out of Brighton, isn't there? Right. What are we using? Let's use this green one. Nice, nice, nice. Right, we're going to do a bit of that. That can come round there. And then what we'll do is we'll do 75. I'm pretty sure that'll be fine. That is not going to have any struts in it at all, is it? Excellent. So it's just a completely floating bridge. It's not what anybody needs. Right, let's just do that. And then straight across like that. Bridge pillar? No! Surely not. Right. Oh, it's actually put a pillar in. That's good stuff. Look at that. You're going to let me just manipulate you to there. Beautiful. If you build it in a few sections, it works. Which yeah, it can only beg the question, why doesn't it just work from the off? That'd be so much easier, wouldn't it? Right, okay, so how is that going to work with that? Is that going to... Yes, it's going to have to come down a little bit, isn't it? Now, I'm feeling a cheeky little bit of 50 round here. There we go. That can stay flat. And then what I'm going to do, because obviously we've got the service, we've got the station at Hastings there, which is a pretty long. Is that 320 in length? Yep. I am gonna go for 320. Access via footbridge. Track type we'll go with high speed. Catenary, yes. And we'll go with the small main building. It's a new station, isn't it? There we go. Bob that on there. It's good stuff. Obviously, it puts it in as wires. It's just one of those. It's one of those, isn't it? Right, 75. Let's just connect that to there, and we'll do it as a doodah. There we go. I was thinking we could have a station at this end of Brighton, but I'm not really that bothered, to be honest with you. I'm sure it'll be fine. What I can do as well is get this sort of... We'll build this here. Obviously, brand new. Build that down there, and then we can fling that down to Brighton. Oh, they are connected by road. Look at that. Right, well, what we'll do with you is sort of make you faster. There we go. And then we will... How are we doing this? Have we got a bus station at Brighton? No, we don't. Where do things terminate? They just use... Oh, they just use that. Right, okay. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll go for... Go for a bit of road. Yeah, there. And then to there. Yeah. This can be the main road out of town. That can go up there, linking that. And we'll build you to there. So it obviously means that people are going to get where they're going a little bit faster. It just takes a bit of pressure off the Brighton traffic. That can go straight up there. And then we've got a bus route from station to station there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that there so that things don't have to terminate. And we'll just bring that down to the seafront. It can terminate on the seafront there. So I'm going to bob another bus stop in there. I'm going to put you over at the station. Good stuff. And then obviously, do we have a bus station in Hastings? No, we don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to terminate you there. You can then come to there. This can come past the main station, which it's obviously going to get stuck in, but that's fine. Come down to there, get a nice amount of coverage on there. And then this can actually, we'll build this up there, there we go, we'll have another one of them. There's a stop there, we'll put a stop there as well for the houses. Beautiful, right, okay, that's good. So, Brighton buses, what we'll do, we'll have you there, yeah, go up there, King Street. Manchester Road, I really don't think this road goes to Manchester. Obviously, it takes a little bit less of a direct route. There we go. So that can be the bus. Brighton. Whoop. Brighton to Hastings. Lovely. Now, have we got a bus depot in Brighton? Don't be silly. Of course we don't. Right, we'll put a bus depot in Hastings then. And stick it there. Oh, why is it not? There we go. That's good stuff. Turn that round. Flick it on there. Beautiful. Right, buses. What can we use? Right, Scania Omnicity, that's a bit saucy, isn't it? Do you know what? Let's do it. How many do you reckon? I'm going to go with 16 of them, which is a lot, I realise, but I reckon because it can only carry 20. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. I love it. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, because there's only 8 in each direction, I think that's probably going to be fine. Right, now, in terms of signalling, how are we going to play this? How are we going to style it out? Right, okay, one way. It's not going to be a particularly busy line, is it? There we go, right, one way, and another signal there. We have no signals down this route. Who knew? At all. No wonder they're all not spacing. Is it just a big long queue of trains by any chance? Yeah, I haven't signalled anything. Or there, no wonder there's delays. Flipping heck. Come on, Joe, you're better than this. Autosave's just autosaving. Any minute now, we'll be back. There we go, right. Does that mean that we've got, like, yeah, you see, that's... Have we got just a big bunch of trains up here? No. Although the Liverpool to Cambridge, flipping out, that's busy. Busy, busy, busy. Right, we should be better now that we've got that, the Hastings service. And I don't know how many... How many have we got on there? We've only got 6 vehicles. That's absolutely fine. Right, okay, so we need a new line. So from Hastings, you can use either platform. You can then go to Hastings North and Brighton. And then back to Hastings North. There we go. That's fine. Right, Brighton, we'll just keep you on the one platform. So, train Hastings to Brighton. Now, I realise that that's probably operated by Southern in real life. But we're going to have it as Southeastern just because otherwise we don't really have any need for... I mean, we've got Chatham as well, haven't we? I'm going to say we don't really have any need for Southeastern, but I guess we could Chatham it. Right. The question being, how on earth are we getting them from Reading via this third rail? It's going to be a problem, that, isn't it? I mean, that's the third rail there. we could have a doodah bending round here, sort of a. Like a 40. Will that come out of there like a 40 like that? I mean that will come to there, but then that might be a bit tight. See that? Yeah, it's just. If I stick that in, is that going to let me do that? No, of course it's not, because it's not ridiculous. Right, okay. Get rid of that. Don't do this to me. Come on, let me just delete that little bit. A little bit. There we go. Right. I can 40 that down there. And bring that round. Lovely. There we go. Bit of 40. Is that staying at 40? No. There we go. 40. Can you just tuck in there? No, you're not liking that, are you? Right, well what we'll do is we'll leave that at 40 there. And we'll just tuck it in. So this way they can get there. Now obviously, this is why I like using the one depot, because we can, you know, we have to be a little bit more creative. So this is going to go around here. We need a line that avoids Brighton, because obviously the platform situation isn't going to work. So we could 40 across there. 40 out here. And we could come past this railway here. Don't like it. Get rid. Oh, lovely. 377 coming past there. Beautiful stuff. Right, get that round there. I realise I did say we need an episode where I sort of modernise things. But obviously we also... Oh, hang on. There we go. Go down. Go down. Why would there be a collision there? Right, we'll bring that down as much as it can. And then we'll go under. There we go. I mean, going under the farm makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Because it's not like they're going to want to, you know, fertilise the land or anything. It's quite a steep. Oh, it's hideous, isn't it? There's no escaping the fact it's awful. Right, not one way, just in case we need to get a train back down there. I mean, we will never need to get a train back down there, will we? But, you know, just in case. But now we can actually get our trains down there. So, what are we using? Should we use just single sets? That's Southampton. That's not going to help. I'm looking for Reading. So, electric. There we go, right. Oh, we've unlocked the 450. I mean, we literally have no reason to use it, but, you know. Right, 4 car. So that's with the pan up, that's with the pan down. Right, we'll do that then. We'll go with them. Train. Hastings to Brighton. No, that's put it on the Hastings to Cambridge. We'll change it in a minute. It's just probably calculating its ridiculous route out of here. Although, it does mean we've got London Midland, does it? Silverlink. Right, excuse me. Yep, you're on the wrong route. Hastings to Cambridge, thinking they're getting some new trains there. No, Hastings to Brighton, please, sir. And this lovely southeastern. I like that. Yep. Let's have 2 of you. Makes a nice change, doesn't it? I mean, should really have put the depot in Derby so that we could have built them all there. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite excited to see this. First stop, Hastings North. That's good. Hang on. I think what we need to do as well is put a non-one-way signal there and a non-one-way signal there. I mean, there's no crossover there, so it doesn't work, but yeah. Ooh, there's a lot of unbranded Virgin trains. Is that because we're coming to the end of the... When have we unlocked the Pendolino yet? That's one thing we need to look at. No. No, not yet. There's going to be big changes on the west coast, isn't there, when they come along? What I do need to do, while I remember, get a bit of Silverlink going. Where is it? There must be one of them here somewhere. There we go. Silverlink, 96 capacity, which is obviously a little bit more than what they've got at the minute. Why are they so low capacity? What have I done here? Right, I've just selected one Joe, you sausage. It's like Britannia all over again now, isn't it? We've actually got the 350s much quicker as well. I love it. We need to go back down to Hastings. I want to see this train. But I also want to see the 350 and Silverlink leave. And the 90 comes sailing past. It's going to be a it's an ever-changing thing on the west coast, isn't it? So is that the Glasgow-London? It is. Or the London-Glasgow, depending which way you look at it. Right, back down here. 40 miles an hour. It's so slow, isn't it? I could really update that line. The one that goes under Brighton. There we go. We'll upgrade it to 60. How's that? Why did I build it at 40? It seems unnecessary. There we go. We'll have a 40 junction. How's that? Yeah, a lot of these lines are actually triangles. You've got quite a few around Manchester that form triangles like this. This is obviously waiting for a free path because this is coming in front. 110 on the Brighton Fast. Wow, okay. Brighton Fast. Not that much difference. I mean, that's going to come past there in a minute. This is currently being delayed. There we go. Off he goes. Whereas this can now fly through. And cause no further disruption. I like having all these electro stars. What I do need to remember to do as well while we're down in Hastings is get the 319s to use both platforms. There we go. So that if one's hogging one platform, they can use both. Right. So what are you? You're on the Hastings to Cambridge. So if we have a look at the timetable now. 51, they wait 3 minutes. So Hastings transfer, that can be every 2 minutes. And Brighton every 2 minutes. Regular service. What's the Peterborough to Cambridge? Not Peterborough to Cambridge, what's the other one? Brighton to Cambridge. Peterborough to Brighton. We'll get there in the end. It's actually every 3 minutes 30. That'll do. Obviously these are just going to sit down at the end for a little bit then, aren't they? So that could disrupt my my other service. So what we'll do, we've got the trains, we may as well use them. Timetable. Hastings to Brighton. Hastings to Cambridge. 2 minutes. And then same again, 2 minutes on there. Just keep them moving. They're obviously flying along. The southern service behind should have got past. There we go. Which is fine, actually, because now... Oh, that's going to have to wait as well. Bit of spacing. Good stuff. God, it's a bit overgrown at Hove, isn't it? I love just seeing these trains whistle through and not stop. Oh, that's because this chap's coming off, isn't he? Yeah, there we go. I wonder why he was slowing down. Obviously for the cheeky 40. Actually, not that many people at Hove anymore. Wow, the Brighton fast there, 110 on board. Via Brighton as well, 106 waiting, so we might need longer trains on the fast service. We might need to actually swap them over, to be fair. So Hastings transfer there, we've got 23 waiting, so that's perfectly acceptable. God, there's a lot waiting for the bus, isn't there? How many have you got on? 20? Didn't actually think we'd need more Scanias, but we might do. It's got a right steep incline, hasn't it? And then that just pulls in just before Hastings North. I love it. 5 to Brighton. I mean, when these buses start... the bus is directly competing with the train, to be honest with you. I mean, that's a 319 that's going past, obviously. Is that going to... that's going to block up all the platforms. Excellent. It must be nice for Hastings to have such modern traction. Anyone coming into... no, nobody. I like having these sort of more commuter services. We don't really have a lot of the map, do we? I mean, for our next British map, we could have like a South East London sort of style service. We could go for a Southern England map where obviously it's a lot more zoomed in, so we can just use Electrostars all over the place. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's move out of the way of that tree so we don't get hit in the face. It's not what anyone needs, is it? How are these buses doing? So that's still got 20 on. Nobody's really coming for the train service. And, of course, we're stuck outside because it's full of 319s. I could do with an additional platform, couldn't I, really? Oh, no, hang on. We've got movement. $36 for the train. I think that'll do. I mean, what have we got in terms of the age? I mean, bus Kirkcaldy. Kirkcaldy could benefit from some new buses, couldn't it? Shall we go with Dealer White Eclipse? No, we need to actually check this because some of them, all the vinyl's backwards. Oh no, hang on, this is the one with no doors. VVZ 66780 making an appearance. Yeah, we're going to have to replace all of those with Right Eclipse Urban. We'll go with the Demonstrator. How's that? Plain white. There we go. The door's actually on the right side this time for Transport Fever. Right. There we go. We've actually replaced some buses. So I know I said we'd replace older vehicles. We've at least done some of it. Right, this has got plenty on. How are we doing down at Brighton? Hastings to Brighton, 66 on board. That's perfectly acceptable. $160 on board there. I'm almost tempted. You see, there's another one already. Train Peterborough to Brighton, 3:30. They're at 3:30, aren't they? What do we like up at Peterborough? Because that was causing a bit of an issue last time, wasn't it? So we've got 2 in there. Got 1 waiting there. You see, this is blocking the East Coast. Oh dear. It's blocking the East Coast main line, people. Right. See, they're both fully laden, so I don't want to have to get rid. How long's the platform here? That must be 320. We could actually upgrade these. I think we've not unlocked 387s yet, have we? That would be 190 opposed to 160, but we could do the 4-car. $225, should we do that? They can carry more people then. Right, we'll pretend that they're loaning some southern sets. How's that? Is that going to fit in the station? How long did I make Brighton? I feel like I might not have made Brighton long enough. No, Brighton is long enough. Wow. Okay, kudos to Joe. That is very much sort of over the doodah. Right, let's see Peterborough. So yeah, we've got some southern sets on loan to Thameslink at the minute. Hang on, what am I doing? Why don't I just add another... Right, ignore me. Yeah, just ignore me. Right, we're going back. Why don't I just make the 319's 12 cars? That would make more sense, given they actually did operate like that. Right, okay, well, I'll tell you what, while we're doing that, we'll have a... right, first Capital Connect. We'll go with pan down. There we go, 240. I know Capital Connect didn't come in until a little bit later, did it? But we'll pretend they're having a refresh. There we go, 240. Carry more. No loan required. What I could do is we could use this platform and have the GNER services incoming so that they can use any platform. That would make sense. Right, okay. Right, let's build that to there. One way, yep. Obviously it has to be from the previous signal. Can that terminate in there? Yes, it can. Bob that across, lovely. So, what actually stops here? Let's have a look. So, London to Leeds. That's literally all that stops here. That's fine. So, not that many. So, Peterborough on the southbound. On the northbound, sorry. That uses 3, but it can also use 2 and 1. If needs be. And what we'll do on the Thameslink... right, hang on, where are we? Peterborough to Brighton, manage the line. At Peterborough, they can also terminate in platform 3. So it means that we'll obviously get things out of the way of the northbound services. That can actually come in here and not cause a kerfuffle. But obviously the London could come in on platform 1 now. Just keeps things moving, doesn't it? And it's not ideal by any stretch, you know, I'd much rather... I mean, they can carry 240, so look at how much... Peterborough to Brighton, 152. We should be able to actually move these people now. What I'll do as well, seeing as we've actually updated those, is I'll change these ones as well. Right, okay, where are we? 319. Where is it? There it is. Right, there we go. Pan down. Beautiful. Can't afford it. Right, well, that is where we're going to leave it for today, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode of Transport Fever. I hadn't clocked that this was actually full, which is brilliant. Yes, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do click the like button. It's always appreciated by myself. And if you haven't already, do make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss out on any future episodes. I'm going to keep an eye on this Thameslink business because, yeah, I mean, that is... Yeah, ooh, that's only just long enough, isn't it? Could have a problem there. Might need to do some more track work in Brighton in the next episode. I mean, to be fair... Ooh. Yeah. Right, okie dokie, yeah. See you all next time, everybody. Cheerio. Goodbye for now.